Hi guys, welcome back to GCSE Maths Attack. Today we're going to look at fractions of an amount. Please do subscribe to my channel and please hit the like and let's begin. Okay guys, so we're told 3/4 of 36. So what is 3/4 of 36? The first thing you want to do is you want to draw your bar model. Now your bar is going to be worth 36. Now you can see that it says 3/4, so we need to split this into 3/4. So we know that the denominator is out of 4. So this bar is going to be out of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to do 36 divided by 4 because it's shared by 4. That will give you 9. So you know each piece is worth 9. Now you're going to work out 3 parts of 4. So you've got 1, 2, 3. So you've got 9 times 3, which is 27. So this is worth 27. Right guys, so we need to work out 1/3 of 24. So as I said, you need to draw your bar model. You know it's going to be out of 24. And you need to work out 1/3. So because the denominator is 3, we need to split this into 3 equal pieces. I know my drawing doesn't look equal, but yours has to look equal. You don't necessarily have to use this method. I am going to show you another method, but please do bear in mind they are supposed to be equal pieces. So I'm going to do 24 divided by 3, which gives me 8. So each piece is worth 8. I'm going to shade in one of the piece. So that gives me 8. So 1/3 of 24 is 8. Now this is one of the methods that you can use. Another method that you can use is you can first divide it by the denominator. So you'll divide by 4 and then you can times by 3. So for example, I could do 36 divided by 4, which gives me one of the parts, which is 9. Then I can do 9 times 3. So you don't necessarily have to draw the bar model. That's just a visual representation. So likewise here, you can do 24 divided by 3, which is 8. And you can do 8 times 1, which is 8 again. So one of the pieces are worth 8. Now, you're asked to work out 4/7 of 2 weeks and give your answer in days. And the other question is work out 5/8 of 14 kgs. Pause the video and have a go at these 2 questions. Okay guys, so I'm assuming you paused the video and you've had a go at these questions. The first thing I'm going to do is change this into days. Now in order to do that, I know that 1 week has 7 days. So 2 weeks should have 2 lots of 7, which is 14 days. Now I need to work out 4/7 of 14 days. First thing I'm going to do is draw my bar. I know my bar is worth 14. I'm going to split it into 7 equal pieces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to do 14 divided by 7, which is equivalent to 2. Each one of them is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I need to work out 4/7. So I can do 2 times 4, which is 8. So I know that it's going to be 8 days. Okay, so the next question asks us 5/8 of 14. So the whole thing is 14. I'm going to split it into 8 pieces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 14 divided by 8, and that would give me 1.75. I know each one of these are 1.75, 1.75, 1.75. So I'm going to do 1.75 times 5, which gives me 8.75. So I know that 5/8 of 14 is 8.75 grams. Now, if you got those questions correct, well done. If you never, please do pause the video and re-go over what I've just taught you. Okay, so a pair of jeans normally costs £40. In a sale, they're is a quarter off. Work out how much of jeans are in the sale. So you've got a pair of jeans and the total cost is 40. Okay, and you're asked to work out the quarter off. So that means I'm going to split this into 4 equal pieces. So I'm doing 40 divided by 4, which is 10. That tells me each piece is worth 10. And I'm told we're going to knock off 1/4. So I'm going to knock this off. So what am I left with? I'm left with 10 times 3, which is 30. So that would be my answer. If you got this wrong, please do pause the video and have a go again, drawing the bar model, and make sure you read, because this is the part a lot of students probably would have not read. Okay, Nasia works 15 hours each week. She earns £5 an hour. Nasia saves a third of her earnings each week. How many weeks does it take Nasia to save £200? Right, so looking at this question, I've underlined all the keywords, so the things that are very important. The first thing I'm going to do is draw my bar. Okay, now I need to know her total earnings in a week. So I know she works for 15 hours, and for 1 hour she gets £5. So for 15 hours she would get £75. Okay, so I know that this whole bar is worth £75. She's going to save a third of her earnings, so meaning I'm going to split this to 3 equal pieces. So you've got 75 divided by 3, which gives me 25. So I know each one of these are 25. So it says Nasia saves a third of her earnings. So that means she saves one of these blocks. That means Nasia saves, so Nasia saves £25. How long would it take for her to reach £200? So what you would do is 200 divided by 25, and that would give me 8 weeks. And you can check it. You can do 8 times 25, and that gives me £200. So it takes Nasia 8 weeks to reach her goal. Okay, we have another question over here. So the next question says, Sam receives 2,400. He gave 1/3 to his favourite charity. So 2,400 is the key word. A third. Favourite charity spends 1/5 of it on a new violin. That's another one. What fraction of his money is left? So you've got a bar. Okay. With this bar, you know it's going to be worth 2,400. And you're told 1/3 is given to his charity. And you're told 1/5 is given to his new violin. But the problem that we have is that we don't know how we're going to split this bar into. So what are we going to do? Well, the denominators need to be the same. So that will tell us how much we need to split this into, because this 2,400 is going to be shared by the charity and the violin and the money left over. So I'm going to times this by 5, and I'm going to times this by 3. I am now left with 5 out of 15, and I am left with 3 out of 15. So I know that my bar is worth 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so the whole thing is worth 2,400. Okay, so I know that 5 out of 15 will be given to charities. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be your charity section. And 3/15 will be given to his violin. 1, 2, 3. So that's telling me that I'm going to be left over with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to be left over with 7 out of 15. So that is the money left. So that's the fraction that's going to be left. And that is how you answer this question. Okay, so this is going to be a typical GCSE question that I've seen cropping up. I've seen it in fractions. I've seen it in percentages as well. So let's have a little read of what it's asking us to do. So the size of a packet of pasta increases by a quarter. The new size is later reduced by a quarter. Is the new packet smaller or same size or larger than the original? Explain how you worked out your answer. Okay, have a little think about what this question exactly is asking for. Pause the video and see how you would answer this question if it did come up in your GCSEs, and then look at the solutions. Right guys, so I'm under the impression that you paused the video, you've had a go, and you've probably come up with the solution. So let's begin. So the size of a packet pasta is increased by a quarter. Are we told how big the pasta is? No, we're not. So we're going to make a number up. The number I'm going to use is 100 grams. So this is the size of a pasta, and I've just made something up. So I'll use 100 because I feel like 100 is easy to manipulate. Now, if your pasta is 100 grams, so from here to here, and you're going to split that into quarter, so 4 pieces. So you've got 100 divided by 4, which is 25. You know that each piece is worth 25. What you're going to do is you're going to increase by a quarter more. So if you're going to increase by a quarter, you're going to increase another 25. That means from here to here, it's 125 grams. So when you increase by a quarter, it changed to 125 grams. So your new piece is worth 125 grams, and that is from here to here. You're going to split this into 4 equal pieces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to do 125 divided by 4, which is 31.25 grams. Okay, you're now told that you're going to reduce it by a quarter. So that means you're going to knock off a quarter. So you're going to add this up. So technically what you've done is 125, take away 31.25, and you've got an answer of 93.75 grams. So your original started with 100, you increased it, made it 125, and now you've reduced it by a quarter of 125, which gave you 93.75. And that kind of makes sense. If you think about it, you initially worked out a quarter of 100. And when you were reducing it, you were working out a quarter of 125. A quarter of 125 is much more larger than a quarter of 100. And that's why your number decreased. So it decreased by the original amount. That's all you have to do. A lot of students would not know where to start, and it's a question that does keep cropping up. Just write a number. If they haven't given you a value, you're not really asked in this question to work out the original value or what the original value could be. You're asked whether it's gone up or down. So you can make any number up. You can use 200 if you want to, or you can use 35 if you want to, and test it out to see if it increases or decreases. But I would stick to 100 as it's an easy number to manipulate. Right guys, so this is our final question. This is a GCSE question that has cropped up before. Now it's quite wordy, so we need to sit there and think about the key words and what it's asking us to do. So let's begin. In a shop, a TV normal price of 500. So that is a key word. The shop has a sale. On Monday, the normal price of TV is reduced by 1/10, given the sale price. On Tuesday, the sale price of the TV is reduced by 20%. Now that's not a fraction, but we can convert it to a fraction. We know that 20% is 20 out of 100, which is 2 out of 10, which is another way of saying 1 out of 5. Chris wants to buy the TV. He has 400 to spend on TV. Does Chris have enough money to buy the TV on Tuesday? You must show how you got your answer. So, here's your bar, and your bar is going to start with £500 because that is what the TV costs. You're told that it's reduced by 1/10. So you're going to break this bar into 10 pieces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to do 500 divided by 10, which is 50. So you're going to do 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and you get the gist, they're all worth 50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off the 50. So technically what I've done is 500 subtract 50, which is 450. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw my bar, and this time it's going to be worth 450. So my bar has reduced slightly and it's now 450. I'm told it's reduced by 20%, so which is another saying 1/5. So I'm going to split this into 5 pieces. $450, and I'm going to do 450 divided by 5. So I'm going to do 450 divided by 5. 5 into 4 is 0. 5 into 45 is 9. And 5 into 0 is 0. So each piece is worth 90. And I'm told that 1/5 is going to get knocked out. So what's this value? It is 90 times 4. 9 times 4, which is 360. So this value is going to be equal to 360. So what you're going to say is, you're going to say that he has enough money. So Chris has enough money. Right guys, well done for getting this far to the video. If you did enjoy the video, please do subscribe, and please do share this with anyone that's willing to learn maths, and please do leave a comment. Thank you very much.